Today we are talking about another important topic, that is soil. So soil is basically a mixture of small rock particles or debris and organic materials that develop on the earth's surface and support the growth of plants. In general, it's composed of four elements. We have the inorganic or the mineral fractions that are derived from the parent material. We have the organic matter, which is composed of decayed and decomposed plants and animals, air, and water. Classification. Now, why are classifications important? The classification of soil will tell us about the color of the soil, texture, the physical chemical characteristics, ability of the water to penetrate it. Now, all this information will help the farmers, gardeners, engineers, or for that matter, anyone who wants to grow something on the soil. It will help them to plan what to grow, what to build, where to build. So, according to the ancient classification, we have soil which is Urvara and Usara. Urvara is fertile soil, Usara is a sterile soil. Based on texture, we have it as sandy, clayey, silty, and loamy. Based on color, it is classified as red, yellow, and black. Now, in 1956, there was a soil survey of India that was conducted, which studied soils of India and their characteristics. The National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning, an institute under the control of the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, did a lot of studies on Indian soil. The ICAR, or Indian Council of Agricultural Research, has classified Indian soil on the basis of its nature and characteristics as per United States Department of Agriculture, that is USDA soil taxonomy. So we have inceptisols, entisols, alphisols, vertisols, aridisols, altisols, mollisols, and others. Soil is formed under specific natural conditions, and each of the elements of the natural environment, it contributes to this complex process of soil formation, which is called as pedogenesis. Now, in a vertical cross section, the soil profile is made up of layers parallel to the surface. Each layer of soil has a different texture and is called as the horizon. So we have first the O horizon, which is the uppermost layer of the topsoil, and it is composed mainly of organic materials like dried leaves, grasses, dead leaves, small rocks, twigs, surface organisms, fallen trees, and other decomposed organic matter. This horizon is often black brown or dark brown in color, and this color is mainly because of the presence of organic content. The next layer is the A horizon. Now, this layer is also rich in organic material and it is known as the humus layer. It consists of both the organic matter and other decomposed materials. It is soft, porous, and it holds air and water. Seed germination takes place in this layer and new roots are produced which grow into a new plant. This layer consists of microorganisms like earthworm, fungi, bacteria, etc. Next we have here the E zone, the E horizon. Now this E horizon is present in between O and A. It is composed of nutrients that are leached from O and A horizons. It is more common in forested areas and has a lower clay content. Then we have the B horizon or the subsoil. It is the subsurface horizon and is present just below the topsoil. It is comparatively harder and is more compact than topsoil, contains less humus, soluble minerals and organic matter. Now this is the area where there is deposition of minerals and metal salts occurring. Now this layer, it can hold more water than the topsoil, and it is lighter brown in color because of the presence of clay soil. Next we have the C horizon or the saprolite. This layer is devoid of any organic material and is made up of broken bedrock. Hence this layer is also known as saprolite. The geological material present in this zone is cemented. Then we also have R horizon, which is a compacted and cemented layer, and different types of rocks like granite, basalt and limestone are present over here. Now, apart from rocks, minerals and layers, the soil profile also consists of a water content, which is called as soil moisture. Alluvial soil. So whenever you are studying the different types of soil, you consider these particular headings. Study it under these headings. Like we have location, nature, color, mineral content, crops cultivated. Now in case of alluvial soil, it is usually present in the northern plains and river valleys. Like we have Rajasthan, Gujarat. It is sandy, loamy or clayey in nature. It's light grey to ash grey in color, rich in potassium and poor in phosphorus. Various crops like wheat, maize, sugarcane, pulses, and oilseed are cultivated on alluvial soil. So we have two types of soils which are present in the upper and middle Ganga plains. We have the Khadir and we have the Bangar. Khadir is or the new alluvium. It is usually present in the flood plains of the rivers, and it is enriched with fresh silt deposits every year. Bhangar is the old alluvium. It is deposited away from the flood plains. Now both of these they contain calcareous concretions or kankars of impure calcium carbonate. Black soil. Now this soil also we will consider it under all these headings. Now black soil is also known as Rager soil or the black cotton soil. It covers about 15% of the total land area. Alluvial soil covers 40%. Black soil is 15%. Now it covers most of the Deccan plateau, like we have parts of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh and some parts of Tamil Nadu. It has a clay, deep, impermeable nature. It is deep black to grey in color. It is rich in iron, lime, aluminium, magnesium and even contains potassium. It lacks phosphorus, nitrogen and organic matter. Now it has various crops that are cultivated here, and they include the millets, pulses, cotton, castor, tobacco, sugarcane, citrus fruits, linseed, etc. Now these black soils, as we have seen that they are clay, deep and impermeable. They swell greatly and they become sticky and wet in the rainy season. In the dry season, the moisture evaporates, the soil shrinks and it develops cracks. So this particular soil, it has a self-plowing property. That means the slow absorption and loss of moisture. Because of this, there is retention of moisture for a longer period of time. This helps the crops, especially the rain-fed ones, to sustain even during the dry season. Red and yellow soil, also known as the omnibus group. It covers about 18.5% of the total land area of the country. So maximum is alluvial soil, which is 40%, black soil, which is 15%, and then we have red and yellow soil, which is 18.5%. It's located in regions of low rainfall, like we have the eastern and southern parts of the Deccan Plateau. It is present in parts of Orissa, Chhattisgarh and southern parts of the middle Ganga plain. It is red and yellow as the name suggests. Red is because of diffusion of iron in the crystalline and metamorphic rocks, and it appears yellow when it is hydrated. It lacks nitrogen, phosphorus and humus. Wheat, cotton, oilseeds, millets, tobacco, pulses can be grown in red and yellow soil. The fine-grained red and yellow soil is fertile, whereas the coarse-grained soil is less fertile. It is usually present in the dry upland areas. Laterite soil. Now the term laterite is derived from the Latin word later, that means as brick. It is located in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh and the hilly regions of Assam and Odisha. So these are the typical soils of the monsoon climate. So when there is rain, the lime and silica are leached away, leaving a soil which is rich in iron oxide and aluminium. This is the laterite soil. This soil is deficient in organic matter, nitrogen, phosphate, and calcium, while it is rich in iron oxide and potash. This makes it not very much suitable for cultivation. It is usually used to make manures, fertilizers, and bricks. However, tapioca and cashews, they grow quite well over here. Now this particular soil, it hardens rapidly and irreversibly on exposure to air. This property is what leads to its use as building bricks in southern India. Arid soil, also known as desert soil. It is located in western Rajasthan. It has a very high temperature there. There is more evaporation, so there is no moisture or humus. The sand is sandy to gravelly in texture. It has low moisture content and low water retaining capacity. It is red to brown in color. It has normal phosphate content, but it is deficient in nitrogen. Now, this particular soil is saline in nature, and in certain regions, the content of salt is so high that the common salt can be obtained by evaporation of the water. Now, because of the increased calcium content in the lower horizons of the soil, there is formation of kankar layers. These layers, they restrict the penetration of water, and as such, when water is made available through irrigation, the soil moisture is readily available for sustainable plant growth. Saline soil, it is also known as the Usera soil. If you recollect from before, Usera means sterile or infertile. Now this particular soil is located in the arid and semi-arid areas and in waterlogged swampy regions, like we have in western Gujarat, deltas of the eastern coast, Sundarban areas of West Bengal. Now the southwest monsoon, it brings salt particles and deposits these there as a crust. The sea water near the deltas also increases the salinity of the soil. The soil is sandy to loamy in nature. It is rich in sodium, potassium, and magnesium, and it lacks nitrogen and calcium. And it is infertile. The high salt content is usually because of the dry climate and poor drainage. These soils can be reclaimed by either improving the drainage, like by applying gypsum or lime, or cultivating salt-resistant crops like balsam and dainja. Peaty and marshy soil, these are found in areas with heavy rainfall and high humidity like Uttarakhand, northern part of Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha and Tamil Nadu. It is alkaline in nature, black in color, it has rich humus and organic matter, thus it shows a very good vegetation growth. Forest soil, also known as mountain soil, and this is found in the forest regions with sufficient rainfall. The coarse grained soil is usually seen in the upper slopes, whereas loamy and silty nature soil is seen in the valley sides. The snow-bound areas of Himalayas have soils which undergo denudation, and these are acidic with low humus content, whereas soils in the lower valleys, they are fertile. If you're liking the content on our channel, don't forget to subscribe to it. Thank you for watching.